Modern life is full of amazing conveniences, but among them all, having a computer small enough to fit in your pocket but powerful enough to access all the world's knowledge is right near the top of the list. It's only been a little over a decade since the 2007 release of Apple's first iPhone ushered in the smartphone revolution, but most of us have no idea what we'd do without them. Loyal iPhone users will go to bat for Apple's flagship device as the best smartphone on the market any day of the week, but even they probably don't know just how many bells and whistles are under the hood. Let's take a look at 10 awesome things you didn't know your iPhone could do. The iPhone's built-in digital assistant Siri is almost as good for unintentional hilarity as she is for getting directions or making a hands-free call. Sometimes it seems like she has difficulty pronouncing even simple names, and unusual names are bound to give her even more trouble. It can be as funny as it is annoying, but if you want to, you can teach Siri how to pronounce names, including yours, properly. Simply say, "Hey Siri, show contact," followed by the name. When she brings up the contact, accompanied by her erroneous pronunciation, just say, "Hey Siri, you pronounced it wrong." Siri will ask how the name is pronounced, and when you tell her, she'll generate a list of possible pronunciations, with a play button for each one. Select the one that sounds the best, and she'll pronounce it that way from then on. This works for your own name as well. Just ask, "Hey Siri, who am I?" and follow the same steps. Highlighting text on the iPhone screen can be something of a pain, especially for those of us who don't exactly have slender fingers. Most people think that it's still the easiest way to delete a bunch of text, since the keyboard's back button can also be kind of a pain. It takes a while to start erasing more than one letter at a time, but there's a far easier way to undo typing, even if it amounts to an entire paragraph. Just give your phone a shake. Shaking the phone after typing a block of text will result in a dialog box which asks if you want to undo. You can always hit cancel if it was an accident, or select undo to make all of the unwanted text disappear in a snap. After doing this, if you shake your phone again, it will also give you the option to redo what you just undid. This function is enabled by default, but it can also be disabled if it keeps activating unintentionally. Simply go to your phone settings, then tap General, then Accessibility. Select Shake to undo, and then tap the switch so it appears gray. If you often have clients, friends, or family flying in from out of town, or if you do a lot of traveling yourself, this is one feature that can really come in handy. Your iPhone can track any flight and let you know if it's on time or delayed. This can be done either in Safari or if someone has texted you flight information in Messages. In Safari, all you need to do is type the airline and flight number into the search bar, and the information will pop up. In Messages, the airline and flight number will appear as a hyperlink. Simply click on it and Safari will open, displaying the flight information. This incredibly simple yet powerful feature takes a great deal of the hassle out of air travel, ensuring that you'll spend as little time as possible stuck in the airport. Here's another incredibly simple feature that isn't exactly hidden, but most of us would never think to look for. The iPhone's compass can be pretty useful if you're out on a hike, but since the phone is equipped with GPS, most of us probably don't use it that much. However, if you open up the Compass app and swipe left, you'll find an extra feature that you'll probably use a lot more often. It's a working level, built right into the app. It uses the phone's gyroscopes to detect its orientation, and whether you're hanging pictures, installing shelves, or trying to figure out how many coasters you should stick under that wobbly table leg, it'll make sure that you've got a perfectly level surface every time. Sometimes you're just not sure whether you want to shoot a video or take a picture. Capturing that perfect moment as a still can be priceless, but you also don't want to miss the action if, say, your cat does something less than graceful. What a lot of iPhone users don't know is that you don't have to choose. You can take still pictures while shooting video, and the function has been right in front of our faces this whole time. Just begin shooting a video, and then notice, probably for the first time, that there is an extra button, a smaller white one to the left of the main button that starts and stops video recording. If you touch this smaller button, the screen will briefly flash to let you know that you've taken a still picture, which will be automatically saved to your camera roll. You can do this as many times as you want, while never missing a moment of the action. As far as phone speakers go, the iPhones are pretty great. They boast a full, detailed sound, perfect for headphones-free rocking out or catching up on the latest Netflix series. Many users find them to be so robust that supplementing the iPhone's sound with Bluetooth speakers is just unnecessary. But as awesome and loud as the built-in speakers are, there's a simple way to make them even more awesome, and yes, even more loud. That's because there's a little-known equalizer function that you can use to customize your phone's sound. Just open your phone settings, then select Music. Under the Playback section, click EQ. The default setting is off, but you can select a wide range of settings, from classical to dance to hip-hop and more. Also, a pro tip, even though there is a setting for loudness, try selecting late night instead. This setting compresses the dynamic range of your music, making it seem significantly louder, especially in crowded, noisy spaces. If you're like most iPhone users, you have a certifiably crazy number of photos on your phone. It can be a serious pain scrolling through all of them looking for one certain picture. But as long as you have a few details about the picture in question, chances are that your phone can find it for you. That's right, your phone can actually search your photos for objects, locations, and if you've tagged your friends' faces in photos for OS X, even people. When you open your Photos app, you'll notice a familiar magnifying glass icon in the upper right-hand corner. Select this and start typing. You can search your photos by year, location, things that are present in the photo like electronic gizmos and pets, and it will even search for people by their first names if their faces are tagged. Late last year, supermodel Chrissy Teigen took to social media to show off just how well the feature works. Typing brassiere into the search bar resulted in her phone returning all of the photos in which her cleavage was visible. Not the most practical use of the technology, but Apple doesn't take any shortcuts. Introduced in 2015, Apple Music makes keeping up with your favorite artists simple. Apple's vast library means that you can find practically any artist in any genre. And while you can simply add music to your library for later streaming, many, if not most, users choose to download their favorite music, so it can still be available even when your connection to the internet is spotty. Of course, this can quickly result in your phone running out of memory as your music collection balloons out of control. But there's a simple feature that can remedy that. It's called Music Storage Optimization, and it can keep your phone's memory from becoming overloaded with music that you don't listen to very often. Just go to your settings, then select Music. You'll need to make sure that the iCloud Music Library function is enabled. Then scroll down, select Optimize Storage, and click the switch so that it's on. Then you can select the minimum level of storage you want reserved for music. Just be aware that if you select none, your phone will delete as much music as it needs to free up space. Otherwise, it will scale down your library to your specifications, and it will get rid of music that you listen to the least first. Most of us end up using a lot of the same phrases, questions, and responses when sending text messages. The predictive keyboard can be useful for helping us quickly hammer out common texts, but there's an even easier and more effective way to make sure that you never again have to type out the same long sentence over and over. This is by using customized text shortcuts. You probably know that the iPhone automatically corrects OMW to On My Way, but you may not have known that you can create your own shortcuts, telling your phone to replace any short series of characters with custom text that can be as long or short as you want. Just open your settings, select General, then Keyboard. You see an option for text replacement, which you should select. Then tap the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. In the phrase field, type the entire phrase that you want to create a shortcut for. And in the shortcut field, type the series of characters you want your phone to replace with that phrase. For example, you could make 2 @ produce your entire email address, or make dir a shortcut for detailed directions to your house or place of business. This is one incredibly handy feature that would probably get a lot more use if only more people knew about it. And now that you do, you can make your friends wonder how you text with such lightning speed. We've all handed our phone to a friend to show them a picture, and nearly all of us have then sat in embarrassed, awkward silence as that friend began swiping away to see what else was on there. It's gotten to be a pretty serious social faux pas, but for some reason it doesn't seem to keep people from doing it. Fortunately, if you've got pictures on your phone that you're not comfortable with just anyone getting a look at, there's a function that ensures your privacy will be preserved. In order to hide your private photos, open the Photos app and go to Camera Roll. Tap on the picture that you want to hide, which will open it up. Now, if you tap and hold the photo, an action menu will pop up which gives you 2 options, copy or hide. If you click hide, your phone will ask you to confirm, and then the photo is hidden. It's just that simple. Once you've hidden any photos, a new album will appear in the albums view entitled Hidden. You can select this photo and use the same process to unhide these photos for your own private viewing. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this one. If you made it this far and you're still listening, that's amazing. The limited amount of you will have the chance at winning a $100 Amazon gift card. All you have to do for a chance to win is comment Apple below. We'll pick the winner in 1 week, and we'll do whatever we can to get in contact with you if you've won. Feel free to check out our last 2 videos on screen now. Thanks again, guys.